Hello and welcome to episode 84 of the DaebakCast. This is a weekly podcast where the three of us come together each week to talk about K-pop and whatever's current in the industry. This week we have one album review and then three topics, so we're actually going back to some topics this week after the longest time.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just reveal those when they come up, but we'll just say them as they come. Anyways, as always, I'm joined by Nate.
I hate this love song. 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 And I hate this love song.
Big Bang. Classic. Yeah. All right. And in the other corner, we have Andrew, who usually has three things.
I usually try not to make like three things non-stop celebrity deaths, but geez, I think we got to cover Aretha Franklin passing away.
Yeah.
Basically, she was a pioneer in soul and R&B music, so it's sad to see one of the
Even
legends.
just pop music in general.
Yeah, just pop music. I mean, just huge influence. Just again, one of the first premier black female entertainers that just sort of broke through the mainstream. So she was hugely influential in all types of music. So yeah, I believe she had some type of cancer or pancreatic cancer. So yeah, she only died at 78, which is kind of young, at least in this day and age. But I mean, her legacy is she'll live on forever. Basically, just incredible music.
Is pancreatic cancer related to diabetes?
Possibly. I'm not sure.
Because I feel like it could be, because the pancreas is what gives the insulin and all that. But
yeah,
whatever.
That wouldn't be surprising. But
we're not doctors. If you are, tell us in the comments.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, just rest in peace. And her music is incredible. So, second piece of news is BTS sold their concert out in 20 goddamn minutes. I believe I mentioned the Citi Field concert last week. And oh man, yeah, I didn't expect it to go that fast, honestly. I mean, probably it's scalpers and everything, but still, selling out 45,000 seat stadium plus everything and on the field and everything. Again, like I said last week, this is a watershed moment for K-pop, and do not be surprised.
That's a good precedent.
Yeah, do not be surprised because BTS doesn't sleep. Next year we get a stadium tour. They go throughout the summer. They'll go kind of what big groups or big artists One Direction or Taylor Swift did, just arena tours, huge stuff like that. And number 3, I saw VAV in concert on Friday. Yeah, they were awesome. Just some I live tweeted a bunch of it. The funniest thing there's a lot of funny things that happened. So they were doing this part where they're just talking about what American songs that they wanted to cover and everything. And I was just just as a joke, because Havana has just been, everyone's been doing Havana. I'm just Havana. And then literally they just go straight into Havana and I just freak out. I'm just yo, I did this.
Called it.
Yeah, definitely. I am definitely starting to become a fan of them. I am still trying to learn members. I mean, besides the fact that I know you're in VAV, Jacob, and apparently you have super crazy abs or something.
I'm actually a member of VAV. So go check me out.
Yeah, I'd say probably Aino is probably my favorite, because he's the rapper and he did a song from his mixtape, which was awesome. So yeah, I definitely want to see them again next time they come to the US.
Cool.
And those are my 3 things.
And I'm Jacob, #NoBlownote. And also I'm going to start a new thing, which is, we were talking about this in Discord. I don't know if you read it, but
what?
I was listening to Sunmi's Full Moon EP not too long ago. And there's a song on it called Who Am I? And it's very, very, it's a rock song that Sunmi did with Yubin way back when. And I always thought that it'd be a really good song for Hyuko to do a cover of. So I'm so now you know what we got to do? This is a call to action. We're going to tweet at Hyuko and Sunmi every single week until they cover that song together, with Sunmi playing bass and Hyuko and her singing and the rest of the band playing.
Have fun
All right,
tweeting at Hucko and Sunmi every week for the rest of your lives.
Yes, we're just gonna keep doing it until we're gonna grow a bigger and bigger fan base too.
So basically,
when we have a million subscribers, we'll have a million people tweeting every week. Think about it.
So I'm thinking like 3 or 4 weeks, and then they block us. Block you.
No, and then so if you get them to do it, you'll move on to another artist. So you'll be like, I don't know.
No, my life will just be complete.
you won't tweet at anyone else asking for anything. That's your final goal.
All right. No, it's like, that one guy got Weezer to bless the rains down in Africa.
Yeah, basically
we can do it too.
Yeah, you want them to bless the rains, basically.
All right. So everyone listening, tweet at Sunmi, tweet at Hyuko together, and say, hey, collab and cover Sunmi's song. Who
cover
Am I?
Africa.
No. That's already been done. Who Am I by Sunmi. Cover it, Hyuko and Sunmi together. Tweet at them. All right. I'm gonna make a big deal of this.
Okay.
And if I don't, bring it up in the comments and remind me, because I always forget things. Anyways,
speak it into existence, as they say.
Yes, we're going to make this happen. Anyways, on to the first topic, which you could say is BerryGood.
Hey, that's my job. It's my job to make the shitty puns.
All right, who's doing the track list this week?
Nate, you can do it. I mean,
all right, cool. Just because we're switching things, I didn't really know.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about this beforehand.
Okay, so we're reviewing BerryGood's Free Travel. The first track is Green Apple, which is the title track, one of 2 title tracks. It's synth pop. It's pretty good. The MV didn't have 0 budget, which was nice. It even had a Mustang. So it's another song I can put on my producer credits. I like this song, but I don't know, that choreo was like pretty meh. And I could have done without like the completely gratuitous ass shot at the beginning and the whole intro thing.
Yeah.
It really turned me off to the song, or like the styling and the MV and stuff. And it kind of led to the live version too, because like they had Joyeon's like cut off shorts were so like cut off. It was basically like
you get butt cheek.
A jean thong with like the top part of shorts, but then she had safety shorts on, of course, because she's on a broadcast. So it was literally like 6 inches of safety shorts and then cut off jeans, and it just looked so trashy and bad. It just like really ruined it for me. But I do like this song. Definitely not gonna be watching any live versions though.
Yeah, that was my problem too. Like, again, I like this song a lot. I'm just like about to cry. It's like, it's not garbage. It's not garbage. It's not bibbidi boppity boo. But yeah, I'd say the sort of like whiplash between like the cutesy, like upbeat nature of the song and just like the overt sexiness of the choreography just is, it doesn't match at all. And
yeah,
I know BerryGood isn't as popular of a group, and I know their only like chance at popularity is just because, God, you just said her name,
Joyeon.
Yeah, Joyeon's literally the only one that sort of like makes headlines because she's hot. So it just kind of feels like that they're kind of leaning into that just to like A, make headlines, and B, sort of just help sell the group. And I don't know, it's just you didn't need to do that. You didn't need to do that to sell the song, because I feel like the song was good enough as it is. And I mean, they didn't need to do it before, because again, they have almost 2 million views on Don't Believe, and they had none of that like sexy like gratuitous ass shot nonsense. I mean, they had like very interesting outfits with like thigh highs or whatever, but at least it was it was more in line with like the concept, whereas this is, it just feels like it's there just to grab your attention basically, and if anything, it's just it's distracting from the actual quality of the song, because I enjoyed it so much. I wasn't gonna enjoy it at all just because my expectations were so low after Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, but it's surprisingly good.
I think the song turned out great. Like I actually enjoyed it quite a lot. I like the like the synth instrumentals, the like even the drum beat they used to build up to the sort of like dropper chorus or whatever with the oh oops, like I thought that was pretty good.
It's well or they had a really good song structure in mind for this.
Yeah. But yeah, like Nate said, like the choreography was kind of lazy, and like I think as far as like the like relying too much on the sexiness stuff, I think it really is it's because they think they're on their last leg, and they're from a no one company. They're kind of a no one group.
Unfortunately,
I think this is kind of what gets views from a lot of fans in Korea. But they're not really here for your music though. They're here for to look at your body.
Yeah, just
like
oogle.
Switch. You know what I mean? Like it's not. I don't think this is where they want to go. Like, you know. So I guess that's my thoughts on the song. I love the song, but I think the actual concept is what's lacking.
Yeah, it sounds like we're all on the same page pretty much.
Yeah, and I mean it's a shame because again we loved like Don't Believe a lot, and I mean again we were kind of like mixed on like Bibbidi Boppidi Boo, and it's sort of it reeks of desperation.
Bibbidi Boppidi Boo, I thought the song was okay. Like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't that good.
No,
but the music video was like edited in iMovie.
At least this wasn't like iMovie generic, like, and it actually was in focus and everything. It was color corrected.
Yeah.
So you gotta give them props for that at least.
Next is Mellow Mellow, which is the other title track, although the MV got taken down. So this is more like super funky and like synthy chill pop. I really like the bass line and the synths for the song, and I thought the vocals fit it really well too. This is definitely one of my favorites, and I wish the MV would show up again because I'm glad that it's like a single. I don't know how they're promoting though.
The MV wasn't anything too special, honestly.
I didn't get to see it.
Like the MV was basically just some intermittent choreography shots, but the choreography wasn't really anything like special. But it's that one like room that like a bunch of like low budget K-pop music videos use, where it has like a bunch of like lights and like scaffolding and like everything. I'm pretty sure like the one that one group, like the cannibalism concept, they used it. J Park used it in his All I Want to Do music. Yeah, basically it's just like one of those K-pop spots. So they're there, and then it's just intermittent shots of them going around with some guy or whatever. So it's just, yeah, I mean they're trying to make a concept and story out of it, but it just wasn't as interesting. That being said, I still enjoyed the song. I'd say this, whereas like Green Apple is more along the lines of or just an electro pop, like more upbeat type of song. I'd say this would fall more similarly to where Don't Believe was, just a more sensual sounding R&B type track. So yeah, this was another one of my favorites, and I'm glad that even though the music video got taken down and like the choreo was okay, I'm glad it still got a music video to some degree, because I thought that I was wondering is this gonna be a single or whatever. I felt the quality of the song would deserved of being a single as well.
So for me, I think I actually prefer this song over Green Apple actually. I think the chorus was really strong. The instrumentals were pretty good, and I also like the sort of transition they use before the chorus. Like in Green Apple, they sort of do like this whispering part, which I thought was pretty good. So yeah, I enjoyed the song a lot.
Yeah. Next is Rainbow. So this is more innocent girl group, like older style. There's lots of strings and guitar parts that I liked. It's kind of like a more synthy G-Friend song.
Yeah, I thought G-Friend too.
And then like the one thing that was funny that stood out to me was like there's part where it gets kind of quiet and it's really synthy. That part kind of sounded like an Underwater Mario song. Like the way the synth part sounds like something that could be part of like a Underwater Mario level. Like in I don't know, I forget what world is that, but like when you're just trying to avoid the spikes and everything. Yeah, I feel it. I think I know. Yeah. I just got to that part where like listening to it right now. So. So that stood out to me, and I thought that was funny. But yeah, it's a good song.
I mean, it's well documented. I normally hate these kind of songs, at least when it comes from G-Friend, because I'm just like, you've kind of done it already a billion times. But I'd say with BerryGood, it's kind of refreshing because again, it's not something we usually hear from them. So yeah, I enjoyed it, and again, I'd say the vocals are pretty good and definitely fit. And obviously the one aspect of like these like very typical kind of like girl group type songs that GFriend does was the string instrumentals. So I always appreciate that touch whenever I hear it in music that's sort of reminiscent of that style.
Yeah, I enjoyed this song as well. I think obviously it didn't stand out as much as the two title tracks, but just because we've heard this sort of style before. However, I think it did turn out pretty well as far as like their take on the GFriend or A-Pink style of music.
Yep. Next is Give It Away. So this is like a super fast upbeat song with like hip hop influences. I like the use of the brass. The breakdown was like not very good though, and it kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah, same actually.
But over the rest of the song I liked.
Yeah, because I kind of just wish they stuck with like the sort of like, it kind of reminded me of like a Wiki Mickey song almost. I mean they have that kind of style, but like I kind of just wish they kept that style throughout like both the verse and the chorus, because like they sort of changed the style of song in the chorus. And yeah, definitely that's sort of what killed it for me. It just thematically they just went off in a random direction, and yeah, it just kind of killed the momentum of the song. So yeah, I mean, I loved basically if the chorus was more in line with the verses, this would have been one of my favorites, definitely.
Yeah. So for me, I agree about the chorus. It just feels like they dissected out of another song and they just stuck it in there.
It's like a clue note, but it didn't work as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Clue and Note, like they feel like they belong together at least.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's the opposite where you try to hear them separately and not as Sherlock. It's just weird. Whereas this,
yeah. I think the like singing in the verse and stuff is good. However, I don't like the dun 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 dun. It's like it's kind of annoying, I guess, for me. Like it just feels like they're going like boom 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 like in my ears, I guess. So. Yeah, it's just that, what is it, like a trumpet, like a fake trumpet?
Yeah, it's a trumpet sample or like synth sort of thing. But
yeah, that noise is a little much. I think if they like maybe did variants in the note that they were going instead of just using it like
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess they're
or
trying
use
to go
like
they're trying to go for
percussion or something instead.
Yeah,
I'm not
maybe.
sure.
They're trying to go for something that's like hard hitting, but yeah, they just keep hitting the same note over and over again, so it gets a bit repetitive. And also, I mean, I just as a general consensus, like some of the songs, I guess, like were sort of or had issues with mixing, and yeah, I could if that might be the problem with this, where it's just like the horn's so loud, it's just like, oh, I can't even focus on the vocals to some degree. So
yeah, I think it should be maybe like keeping it, but like making it quieter, like you were saying. Like in, for example, like Twice as TT, they have this weird flute that goes like over throughout the entire song. Like if that was loud, that'd be really annoying. But it's in the background, so it works fine. Yeah. For like as far as like just creating space in there. I think this could work fine. It just needs to be like quieter than the other instrumentals and vocals.
Next is Sorry Unnie. This is an R&B song. I thought this was a cool, like, I like the song a lot. I like that they mixed in the like traditional like Eastern instruments into it, kind of giving it like a not Lost in a Dream,
Dream in a Dream,
Dream within a Dream, yeah, like kind of style.
I really wish
instead of
like every time we cover a song that has those instrumentals in it, like I always want them to bring more of it, like in other songs. Like I love the sound of these instruments, but they're so like underutilized, I feel like, just because they're not I guess mainstream. They're usually used only in like traditional music.
It's another song that I wanted to like more than I did, because it's, again, just thematically it's definitely a lot more in line with like what BerryGood subunit Heart did. Yeah, but again, it's another song where I feel like the chorus just kind of was a bit too boring and killed the momentum of the that the song had going for it, because it doesn't really, it's just very like sort of it doesn't come to a head or a peak or anything. It just kind of stays in the same sort of range that the verse does. So it's almost hard. It's kind of hard to like recognize like, oh, we're going to the chorus right now, just because it blends a bit too seamlessly with the rest of the music.
Yeah.
They need to create more of a separation so that you can sort of identify when the chorus is kicking in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely agree about the chorus there. However, I do like the chill vibe that it keeps throughout the entire song. I think it definitely the vocals fit this kind of song pretty well, and the instrumentals are like the beat they used actually was pretty cool. So I like that. The do 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 like that kind of thing. All right, now you can go.
Next is My Day. This is a piano-based ballad. I really liked the subtle addition. There's like guitar in the back of the instrumentals. It's like pretty subtle. I liked that. The vocals were decent, but like nothing really blew me away for this one. There's two much better ballads later at the end of the album.
Yeah. This just sort of gets overshadowed afterwards, and I'd say it's another song where I'd say the vocal performance is decent, the music isn't bad, but the mixing or how they're just sort of like arranging it was kind of a mess, because like again it's kind of trying to be like a slow-paced ballady track with like a drum instrumental in the background, but like the snare hits are so loud, it's just like like you can't even like focus on like the actual song. So I think they should have, because usually when you're trying to go for like a slow jazzy R&B type song, you usually there's like this lever that you have on the snare drum so that you can like the sound is like a lot more like a tom, and also you use brushes.
It removes the snare. Of the snare drum.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of counterintuitive, but it's sort of like the iconic like sound that a lot of like jazz has, and I feel like it would have been better if they removed that like the snare sound and they used brushes instead, because brushes are a lot softer. Because I feel like using like an actual drumstick was just like it's too like loud and distracting of like a note to like actually focus on the vocals, which were good. It's just again I feel like a lot of the songs I had problems with, it just came down to mixing and arrangement ultimately. Like I didn't have too many problems with most of the vocal performances. Again, if anything, like the songs that come after this are just vocal like showcases. So
yeah,
I'm wondering if maybe just because it's such a small company that the mixing engineer they had was probably less experienced than what we're used to. So it could be just like, rookie mistake sort of thing. I think I definitely agree about the drums. Like I think what you're saying about using a brush instead would make it a lot less impactful. So yeah, that's definitely a good point, I guess. Anyways, the vocals themselves, I thought the vocal performance was really good, so I enjoyed that part of the song.
Next is Fly. It's Tropical House, and it finally happened.
Cover of the Epic High song.
Oh yeah, it is a cover. Good point. It finally happened. It was It was a Tropical House song that was I mean, I'm like
pinching
this.
myself. Is this actually happening right now? Nate doesn't like a Tropical
House
song.
Is this a dream? It's a dream in a dream.
I like the synth parts a lot, but like the beat and the vocals are like really basic, and it was just like, it was I did like the fake out drop though. The drop, like that was good. I did like that part.
No, again, I'd have to file this under another one of the songs where just like the mixing and the melody that during the chorus was just like all over the place. Like there's just like this like synth, like synth that's going on in the background, and I'm just like, oh, I can't hear like the notes. It's just, but yeah, it's a bit too distracting because again, it's another one of those songs that I loved up until the chorus. Loved everything but the choruses. I mean, again, the vocal performance wasn't bad, but yeah, again, it's just not as interesting. But again, I'd say that's my problem ultimately with a lot of like tropical sounding songs, where it's just like they just tend to stay in the same sort of range. Whereas like I'd prefer some dynamics to where they'd put their melody.
I enjoyed the song overall, but I think it was a little like haphazardly put together. Like there's a lot of like random sound effects they use. Like at one point they use like just randomly after the. I don't know how that's gonna turn on the mic, so rip headphone users. But yeah, they just use this weird descending whistle like randomly after the. I think it was after the chorus. That was one of the things I remembered.
I just heard it.
And
yeah, it just like they somebody just kind of went too crazy and like I don't know, like
Fruity Loops, like just using random like
just like they're just putting everything
sprinkle stuff in.
Yeah, and again, like that's why you can never conflate like I don't know, just like busyness or just like complexity with actual like quality. Just because there's a lot going for it doesn't mean it always ends up sounding good. If anything, it's just gonna sound like a mess.
I think overall though it was a fun song, so I'll give it a pass at least.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't hate it. It was just like, I don't know. I think you guys probably described my issues with it better than I did. It's just, I don't know. There's just problems with it. Next is Can I Dream Again? Now, this is another piano-based ballad, but I thought this was a much better showcase of their vocals. And I really liked the piano line in this song.
It's like a female version of like a Big Bang or Taeyong, like a really like emo ballad. So I'm a sucker for these. Yeah, I was surprised how much I liked their. Again, maybe it's just sort of a like juxtaposition where it's something that it's a style they haven't really gone with all too much, so the ballads kind of stand out in a way. But I'd say like the vocal performance, I don't know if it's just one person singing on here. I'm really bad with like the members of BerryGood. I'm sorry if you're a BerryGood stan, but like it kind of sounds like it's maybe like one person doing the vocal. Oh no, I'm a BerryGood stan. I love them. Even though I hate like half of their like 1/3 of their singles.
I mean, no, I like BerryGood. I don't want to be mean, but it's just like nobody listening to this is a BerryGood stan. I guess is a better.
Oh, if you're a BerryGood stan, please comment it in the comments below. Just let us know. Let us know you exist.
Comment 69 if you're a BerryGood stan.
So yeah, again, it definitely sounds like one or like two people like that are doing the vocals, and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
Again, I usually don't suggest groups do like ballad focused singles, but again, like the vocal talent's there, so why not? And I mean, who knows? Like ballads are really popular in Korea, so imagine that breaks out, and then they end up being like it's like a idol group, but they do like the Vici style songs or something like that. I don't know. Who knows? Like. Again, I just
when you said Daebak, I thought you said the Bee Gees. I was like,
I heard Bee Gees too. I heard Bee Gees too, so that's not just you. Jacob.
I mean that like an idol group that did like a female idol group that did the Bee Gees. You kidding me? I'd listen to that in a heartbeat. Oh, don't get my hopes up. Anyway, yeah, it just. The vocals worked well. The only thing I'd say they would add, I mean, they kind of had like this like lo-fi like talking part, but it would be nice if they had like a rap like either break or interlude, and it kind of would fit the song very perfectly. I don't know if they necessarily have any rappers like as like member like positions specifically, but it'd be cool if they had like a rap part, which is something I usually don't say because kind of sometimes like rap parts could kill songs. But yeah, I think it would have it would have done well with that.
Yeah, so vocals incredible on this song. I think this might actually be my favorite song on the album. I really enjoyed this.
I was close to putting it as my favorite.
Also, I really love
the like song happened.
The like descending piano notes like throughout the entire song. I thought those were, I don't know, they're just effective, I guess. It's kind of repetitive, but I think it works well enough that I don't really care that much. That it's just repeated throughout the entire song. It's just a constant, but still, I enjoy the song a lot. The vocals were really the front and center of this. So.
Next,
A Goddamn Love.
Next is The Love of That Guy, which got horribly translated.
Yeah, actually, on iTunes, it's called A Goddamn Love, but they spelled damn, DAMNM.
Yeah.
I mean, it's memorable, but I don't.
Goddamn love.
Yeah, that's
but no, the Hangul actually translates to the love of that guy.
That guy's love.
Or yeah, basically. This song is definitely my favorite. It just took me on a journey, and I thought it was awesome. So like, it starts off as like a traditional piano ballad. It's actually like kind of hard to distinguish from the song right before it. Like, if I wasn't paying attention, I thought it would have just been the same song.
Yeah, they should have put it towards the middle.
I I thought it was fine
But-
because the
Or in the
like
beginning.
the sound effects with like the rain kind of just helped like bring
Yeah.
the ease the song in a way.
Yeah, and there's more strings too, but it was just like if I wasn't paying attention, I wouldn't have noticed any of that. And I think but I like it because it starts off as that traditional ballad, but then the beat picks up and it becomes more of like a pop ballad,
Yeah, it's like a trance song.
and then it just like keeps building, and eventually it becomes a power ballad.
Yeah,
'Cause
with
there's
like a
just like
guitar.
a sick electric guitar solo, and I was like, okay, this is amazing. Like, you just took me on this crazy journey through different subgenres of ballads, and it's all like really good.
Yeah, because usually you get like the techno style ballads, you get like the really like emotional ballads, and then you get like the power ballads. They just put it all into one, but for whatever
Exactly,
reason,
and it was
for whatever
awesome.
for whatever reason, it just happens to work out really well. Just I don't know. Yeah, it's just a great amalgamation of just different styles of ballad, and it definitely helps. It's differentiated from the other from Can I Dream Again. So yeah, I love it. I loved like how it's sort of built towards the ending, and they pull it here because it's probably a great place to put an ending track like this, where the build sort of like anticipates in such a way.
Yeah, this might also be like again like tied with Can I Dream Again.
This
Like
is
it's
one of my
really
favorite
hard.
songs on the
So the album.
I mean, I only said it twice. All right, it's between these two songs,
You
which
said
oddly
it
enough,
about Mellow Mellow too.
and that's one of them. It's one of them. It's one of my many favorites.
You can't deny
All
the meme. You can't deny the meme. You like
It's
every.
real.
Dude, I love K-pop. I can't. It's like choosing your favorite children, which we actually have to do in is it the next topic?
God.
Yeah, we're gonna
the
choose our
next-
favorite
yeah.
children.
Anyways, I really love this as well. The vocals are incredible. Also like the different sections throughout the song are really awesome. Like this is the type of ballad that you usually only get from like OSTs.
Yeah.
Because usually they don't do this like I don't know how to explain it, but this like type of ballad usually isn't on an album. It's usually only for like a really sappy love drama, like kind of OST. I think the last one I watched like that was Love Rain because Hyuna was in it. Anyways, I love this a lot, and like the section in the middle, like the instrumental like reminds me, as far as my synesthesia thing goes, it's like Mario Kart with Rainbow Road. So I was like, all right, I'll
You're
take
just
it.
super
I'll take
happy,
it.
I guess, for like a sort of like emotional sounding ballad, but
Well, no, it's just like you're in space and you're on just literally just Rainbow Road, just speeding through.
But the thing is, though, like Rainbow Road does not give me like happy memories because I'm just like, why the fuck do I keep falling off? It's so stupid.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, we can go into rankings. For me, it was between a 5 and a 6 for songs. I really did like most of the songs, and the stuff I didn't like, there wasn't anything I didn't like. There were just things I had issues with. I think I'm gonna give it a 6 though. I just wanna, I don't know, encourage, I guess.
Like
how-
overall?
Yeah.
No, 6 for music.
Oh,
Like,
what?
I don't know. I don't know. I really liked all the music on this album. It was between a 5 or a 6. Like I said, yeah. Like there were, I don't know. Now you're pushing me into a 5. I don't know.
don't let me influence you. Don't let me influence you.
I don't know. I'm gonna lean into a 6 just to encourage BerryGood. Not that they'll literally ever see this. Because I really liked all the music on this album.
I mean,
but
not many people will be doing an album review, so they might find
That's
it.
true.
Who knows?
I know.
But I'm definitely giving them a 1 for concept. I talked about it in Green
Yeah.
Apple. Like I had a lot of problems with it. And I gave them a bias point, so I gave it an 8 overall. If the concept was better, it would have been a 9 or a 10.
I'm actually giving it a 4 out of 6 for music. Again, I love BerryGood. I liked a lot of the songs, but again, it's just I feel like the mixing is what killed, and the production is what killed a lot of it for me. So if they fix that, I definitely get a higher score. But yeah, it's just they need to just engineer it
off.
Yeah, they just need to engineer it a bit better. I mean, I'm usually the one that's strict when it comes to like bad choreography or bad music videos, but I'd still give it a 2 out of 3 for concept. I like the outfits despite it being a bit too sexy, and I mean. Like I don't know. I guess the music video is kind of funny. They're just like pelting the guy with apples or just stealing his car. I have no idea what's going on.
They stole his car.
They stole his Mustang.
Stole his Mustang.
Oh wait, didn't they do that in 4 Minutes Heart to Heart? Didn't they steal his car,
Yes,
or did they make it break down?
I don't know.
And then Taeyeon stole her boss's BMW and I feel like this is a trend in K-pop. Just stealing people's
just like
cars.
female idols that just steal like really nice cars. But yeah, I mean. Also, I'd maybe just give it like points for actually having green apples in the music video, because I hate when when music videos have like their namesake and they just don't make reference to it. Like how freaking like the music. We're gonna get to this later, but like the music video for Mr. Potter doesn't have any Harry Potter references in it whatsoever. It's just like a generic ass like girl group music video. But at least there's green apples.
Probably because of. Yeah, it's probably because of copyright, yeah.
But I mean,
they could have at least done Wizards or something.
Yeah, they could have done something magical, but like because the freaking album cover is actually like a witch flying in the moon. But anyway, like this wasn't bad, and obviously I'm gonna give him a bias point, so 7 out of 10. But that's a more optimistic 7 out of 10 than I usually give. So yeah, I mean,
yeah, same with my 8.
All right, so for me, I gave a 5 out of 6 for music. I liked all the songs. Some of them had issues, so that's where the point came off. Basically, same as Nate. And then also same as Nate is the concept, which I gave it a 1 out of 3 as well, just because I feel like they really, really could do better, and you really don't need to rely on the whole sexy concept to get attention, because I feel like if you have. At least for Western fans, you just need a cool music video that has different, like a cool aesthetic and, scenery and stuff like that, or a storyline or something.
And that's what got them popular, because like again, Don't Believe had all of those elements, honestly, in terms of music video. So
because like we've seen it from a lot of other groups, like you can do that kind of stuff even on a pretty low budget. So I'd like to see them do another comeback, and I hope they can, sort of heed some of that sort of advice, I guess. So, yeah, I gave 5 out of 6, 1 out of 3, and then 1 out of 1 for bias. So I gave it a 7 as well.
So yeah, it's gonna average out to about a 7.
7, which we were pretty much all on the same page, because that was a very borderline 7.
But I mean, yeah, it's a more optimistic 7, and I like in terms of just like, I guess, quality, it's definitely a quality album, even though it's a 7. So don't let the ranking deter you from listening to them, because they have some great music still.
Again, I definitely would like you just said, like recommend this album. It's just it's like, again, its issues are in just the production, whereas I feel like if you took like a more higher end, maybe like production engineer, and had them redo it. And then re-release it, it would fix a lot of the problems.
Yeah, if they had like the SM, like an SM or JYP level budget, and like SM JYP level like choreography and like mixing and everything, like we'd probably think it's amazing. But yeah, it's just it's financial, but it's understandable, definitely.
Also, one thing I didn't point out yet, but I thought was great was like the album cover and the songs and everything. It just screamed very like 2010, 2012 K-pop era, which I actually thought was really cool.
The only thing about the album cover, though, because like it's the logo's like BG, because BerryGood, but the thing is though, like the straight part of the B and the G are like kind of crooked, so it kind of looks like it's a 69.
Yeah, I didn't notice that, but you pointed it out.
No, just like the first time I thought, it was like, why does it say 69 on there? It's like, oh, BG, but.
Well, again, comment 69 if you stand BerryGood.
Yeah, because obviously that's like it's a clear sign that you have to comment 69 if you're a BerryGood stan.
Yep. All right. So, next topic.
Topic 2 is my torture. So last year, about a year ago, it might be almost exactly a year ago now.
Yeah, definitely.
We decided to rank all of the IOI branch singles. Well, I decided to make them rank all the IOI branch singles. So there was like 15 of them.
Now there's almost
and then
40.
we decided to make it a yearly thing, and now there's 37. Next year there's gonna be like 70.
100.
So that'll be fun. But yeah, so we basically just our personal rankings. We're not gonna like literally go through every song because there's 37 songs and all three of us have our own rankings. So
we
it
just
would
list
take
them out.
forever. So we're just gonna list them out and then just kind of talk about highlights of like where stuff ended up.
So I took a peek at them. Spoilers, like
I didn't look at
they're all. No, I looked at them and they're like all over the place.
Everyone's is so different, which is not like which is nice.
Taste.
Yeah. Also, before I forget, there will be Spotify playlist links in the comments or not in the description if you want to like hear our different orders or just like see where we rank each of the songs and like compare and contrast. So yeah, it'll be cool.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go from the bottom up because that's the fun. Even though you can read it all to the
bottom.
From the bottom.
I was surprised Nate didn't say it because he's the one that he's obsessed with vocal fry. I wasn't even thinking about it when I said it, but yeah, I definitely should have. Number 37, easily the worst song on this list. Like it's never gonna be. Nothing will ever knock it off. Is My Friend's Boyfriend by Daya. Then we have Darling My Sugar by Daya LUB. Then Right by Unease, Can't Stop by Daya, Momomo by Uju Sonyo, Wonderland by Gugudan, Strong by Uju Miki, Catch Me by Uju Sonyo, Mr. Potter by Daya, We Like by Pristine, Why Don't You Know by Chungha, Weak by Chungha, What?
Wow,
Shokoko by Gugudan, We by Pristine, which was my number one song last year.
That dropped like a rock.
Yeah. Happy by Uju Sonyo, Somehow by Daya, Good Night by Daya, Ice Chew by Gugudan Ogu, Kiss Me by Uju Sonyo, Secret by Uju Sonyo, La 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 by Wikimiki, On the Road by Daya, Will You Go Out With Me by Daya, I Don't Like Your Girlfriend by Wikimiki, Look by Daya BCHCS, Woo Woo by Daya, I Wish by Uju Sonyo, and our top 10 is Wee Woo by Pristine, Love You by Chungha, A Girl Like Me by Gugudan, Dreams Come True by Uju Sonyo, Roller Coaster by Chungha, Semina by Gugudan Semina, Deep Blue Eyes by Girls Next Door, which Somi was on, The Boots by Gugudan, Black Widow by Pristine, and Get It by Pristine V.
Right.
Okay, hold on. Why is Why Don't You Know number 27? What the hell?
Yeah, literally. How is Will You Go Out With Me that far ahead of Why Don't You Know?
Yeah, what the
Because I think Will You Go Out With Me is a really good song.
No, it's not.
I do. I think it is. I mean, you think something's worse than My Friend's Boyfriend, so you clearly don't have musical taste. I mean, there's this thing called personal opinions, and we're gonna have separate lists. But
see, I was just talking about this in the Discord. There's so many wrong opinions.
I'm talking about this, and
wrong.
This is literally the top. Probably 28 songs on this list are 10 out of 10s for me. So, like, ranking them doesn't really mean anything. Like, literally...
It's like picking your favorite children.
Exactly, 100%. This is picking my favorite children.
Except Nate has 37 children.
It's like Mormons or something. You just have a bunch of children.
Like
Genghis Khan.
But, yeah, I don't know. So what I did was I ranked all of the groups individually, their songs.
Yeah, I did the same.
And then just like merged the lists together. And that's how stuff ended up. I really did my best to like actually compare each song to each other on where they are in the list. And
I'll get to it when I do mine actually.
But yeah, like I think Daya has some really good songs. I definitely think they're underrated. Woo, I think is my favorite, and Look is very close to it, which is why they're next to each other. Daya and Wikimiki are the only two groups that didn't make top 10.
There's a lot of groups that didn't make my top 10.
Is your top 10 just Uju Sonia?
It's just all WJSN.
But yeah, Pristine's like the clear winner for my favorite group. Having Get It and Black Widow and like you could look at the top like 4 songs, you could tell like the type of concepts I like out of these groups, like the Boots, Deep Blue Eyes, Black Widow, and Get It are all very like that. Like,
I love Deep Blue Eyes.
Classy, sexy, like R&B type. Well, I mean they're not all R&B, but like
edgy.
That type of edgy girl. Yeah. But yeah, this is how everything ended up. Daya's definitely got some of the worst stuff. But it's still not bad. I only think My Friend's Boyfriend's the only song on this list that I don't like.
You hate that song.
I don't hate it. I don't like it. There's difference. But okay, you could say I hate it because I literally have it on. I have it on the list in the next topic. So
okay.
I guess you could say I hate it. But yeah, I don't know. That's just how everything played out. Yeah, the interesting thing is like this is like completely different from last year's because last year "We" was my number 1 song and it's 24 on this list.
Yeah, I made it ridiculous. I made it a point not to look at my previous one and then I'll go back.
I looked at it after. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look at it after.
I don't remember what I ranked.
Yeah. I'm gonna have the notes somewhere. Just I can get a chance to look it up.
Yeah, I had to go listen to the topic because we didn't use visuals and I don't have my notes anymore.
I always keep
because I don't keep them. But yeah, that's how it turned out. It's like I said, it's really hard to even rank any of these for me. But obviously, as a number 1 IOI stan on the internet,
as the IOI, the self-proclaimed IOI master.
Yep. Yeah, I clearly like Uju Sonyo's cosmic-y concept better than their other stuff.
Cosmic-y.
That's something that like
their cosmic-y girls-y concept.
Cosmic-y girls-y concept-y. Gugudan's definitely number 2. Gugudan is number 2 and then Chungha is number 3, I think. Yeah, so if I had to rank the groups out of like based off of this, it'd be Pristine, Gugudan, Chungha, Wikimiki, Uju Sonyo, Daya.
I think Daya might be at the bottom of all of our lists, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But I do like a lot of their stuff. And then, yeah, obviously, Ujumiki and Somi can't really rank because they're just random. So, yeah, that's my list. If you hate me, then tell me in the comments, and I'll tell you why you're wrong. Because I'm the number 1 IOI fan.
IOI master.
Only my opinion matters. Get It is the best song of the year.
Okay, I guess I'll go into mine. Number 37, okay, I'll just have to highlight this, is Good Night by Daya. Yes, I've actually found a song that's worse, I thought was worse than My Friend's Boyfriend. And I mean, the reason I'd put it there is as bad as My Friend's Boyfriend is, like, I don't know, it's just, there's like generic tropical house sounding songs, and then there's Good Night by Daya. Like it takes like a concerted effort for it to be that bad. So yeah, I didn't like it. Okay, yeah, number 36 is My Friend's Boyfriend by Daya. Number 35 is Kiss Me, Wuju Sonyo. Like again, I love Wuju Sonyo, but damn, I was just really bored of that track. 34 is Can't Stop by Daya. 33 is Will You Go Out With Me by Daya. 32 is Darling My Sugar. That should be a G, not a B.
Like Darling My Sugar better than.
it's like 1A, it's like 32A, 32B, basically.
Well, it's like 32A, B, C, D, E, F for Daya.
31 is Right by Unis. Again, I didn't have like the Somi stuff just as highly ranked because I don't have much of an emotional attachment to them necessarily, but that's not saying they're bad songs. Number 30 again.
Unis is really low on mine.
Yeah, 30 Strong by Wuju Miki. Again, just I had clear issues with it. Just besides the advertising part. 29 is Momomo Daya. 28 is On the Road Daya.
No, Momomo is Uju Sonyo.
Huh?
You said Momomo Daya.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you know.
He wishes it was by Daya.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean. It's by Wuju Sonyo. Well, I'd say just because. Yeah, maybe it's because it was the pre like, oh, we have.
It was before they found their sound.
Yeah, it was just like I ranked like, where did I put? Catch Me is like 21 on here anyway. So like that's the only like pre like Yeonjung like song that I actually liked.
Yeah, Catch Me is good.
28, yeah, On the Road. 27 is Mr. Potter, Daya. 26 is Somehow, which again, I'd say I put this towards the top of my list because again the freaking Flava Flav, yeah boy, like sample that they have in it, it's so iconic, like in a girl group song. Why? I might have said that last year too, but like it's still amazing to me. Woo is the second highest Daya song, and again I shit all over it like last week, but just sort of in retrospect, listening to, I guess, kind of being lukewarm to some of their songs, or pretty much everything below below Darling My Sugar is just stuff I don't like, but like everything above that is Daya songs I can enjoy. So yeah, I'm surprised. I'd say Woo Woo's definitely growing on me as a song, but I still hate the music video and I still hate like the choreography and everything. So if it had better choreography, it'd probably be like my favorite.
Yeah, I guess that's something I could mention. I evaluated these on songs alone. I didn't think about the choreo or
no. I had to think about everything when it came to ranking these songs. So 24 is Deep Blue Eyes, Girls Next Door. 23 is We Like by Pristine. 22 is Happy by Wuju Sonyo because it's just a Twice ripoff. 21 is Catch Me, which yeah, again I loved a lot. 20 is Roller Coaster by Chang'e. 19 is Look by DaebakCast. Yeah, that's probably a shock. Like I ranked the Daya song higher than freaking Chang'e, but yeah, actually
the Roller Coaster.
Roller Coaster is probably my least favorite.
Roller Coaster is gonna be like Jacob's number one. I feel
no,
like.
the Roller Coaster is least favorite of
I
the
haven't
singles.
looked at your list.
Number 18 is We by Pristine. 17 is Wonderland by Gugudan, and you're probably wondering like, why am I putting it so? Like the song itself isn't like.
Wonderland's good.
Yeah, Wonderland's good. I just have like emotional attachment to it because there's a really funny YouTuber that called Super Butter Buns, and she does like videos like how to or tutorial videos on how to get good at or if you don't know anything about like certain video games. And for Final Fantasy 15, there's a random part where she just they're just driving in the car and then she puts this song in the background or whatever, and I'm just
Wonderland?
I'm just like, wow, that's surprising.
So
Of all the K-pop songs to show up in a Final Fantasy 15 tutorial video or funny comedy video, I would not have expected Wonderland. 16 is Wee Woo by Pristine. 15 is La 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 by Wikimiki. 14 is I Don't Like a Girlfriend by Wikimiki. I would have ranked them higher, but I love these songs. It's just really hard for me to it's just so hard for me to beat for it to beat anything by Gugudan or whatever. So next would be Ice Chew by Gugudan no Gogu. 12 is Chokoko by Gugudan. 11 is A Girl Like Me also by Gugudan. 10 is Love You by Chang'e. 9 is Get It by Pristine V. Again, it's another song I would have put higher. That's as high as I could possibly put it, Nate. I'm sorry.
Why would you have put it higher than if what?
That's as high as I could have put it, honestly. I wanted to put it higher because I love this song, but I still put Black Widow above it because I love Black Widow. I'd still put Black Widow above it. Get it, unfortunately. So yeah, 8 is Black Widow by Pristine. 7 is Semina by Gugudan Semina. 6 is Why Don't You Know featuring Nuxol by Chang'e. Again, I'm surprised at how high I ended up putting the song because I remember when we did the review.
I'll say you didn't really like it that much.
No, I mean I love the song. I just had a problem with her vocal range or whatever. But besides that, it's still one of my favorites. Number 5 is I Wish by Wuju Sonyo. Number 4 is The Boots by Gugudan. Because that's the highest ranked Gugudan song. Number 3 is Dreams Come True by Wuju Sonyo. Number 2 is Weak by Chang'e. That's the highest ranked Chang'e song is the ballad. Just because again I think
that was your number 1 last year.
Yeah, that was my number 1.
It's high on mine.
Yeah, because basically or no, it's definitely up there because again, when I heard it, I was just like, this is the second coming of Boa or Taeyeon or something like that when I first heard it. I'm still in love with that song. And number 1 has to go to Secret by Wuju Sonyo. And also just contextual, Secret, Dreams Come True, I Wish. On this list, all the Chinese versions.
I knew you were going to mention that. When I was listening to music in my iTunes, I was like, he's going to talk about the Chinese versions.
Because they're so good. They're
Wrong
so
versions.
good.
The wrong versions.
No, they're the only versions. They're the right versions. At least that's. I'm pretty sure that's what Ueha says. That's the only versions that they actually promote in China.
Yeah, Yua's not allowed to talk about anything anymore because they're signing
You're still
contracts
pissed at them
without reading them.
You're still pissed at them for Rocket Girls. Anyway, so yeah, I think it's pretty obvious, like out of my top 10, that my top 10 is very heavily lenient towards Wuju Sonyo and Chang'e, and the only person, and Gugudan, and yeah, pretty much the only one out of that group would be Pristine. But I mean, yeah, I definitely say that in terms of rankings, that Wuju Sonyo is still my clear. I mean, it was definitely up in the air for a bit, just because I wasn't as happy with like Happy and like Kiss Me or whatever, but they definitely, Dreams Come True like brought it back like tenfold, where I'm just
yeah, that's my favorite song by them.
Yeah, it was so close to dethroning Secret, but I just love like the synth line of Secret is just, I spammed that song. I remember one day specifically, like a whole day of work, that's the only song I listened to. I just kept listening to it on a repeat for like 10 hours. So it just burned into my brain as just being like my favorite song by them at this point.
Pull the Heart Shaker.
Yeah,
Just
basically
listen
that's
to it all
yeah.
day, every day.
Secret by Wuju Sonyo is definitely like my heart shaker. I know it's not the most popular of their singles, but it to me it's just nothing can beat it at this point. Honestly, it's gonna take a lot to beat it. Basically. All right, that's my 37 ranked list. Jacob.
Roller Coaster is criminally low.
No, it's okay.
Criminal offense. All right. So, hold on. Actually, I'm going to use my actual list because I can see it all on one screen. All right. So, at number... All right. Sorry, I had to adjust my seat. Sorry for that random... whatever. Anyways.
No one can see it.
At number 37... I had Good Night by Daya. And then number 36, I had Catch Me by WJSN. I don't know. I just
You're gonna
not a
piss
huge
off
fan
Cooper.
of the song. Yeah, whatever. Well, yeah, no, he's gonna be. There's 2 songs on there that'll piss him off because my friend's boyfriend is above both of them.
What?
I don't know. All right, so 35 is Darling My Sugar by Daya Lub. 34 is Can't Stop by Daya. 33 is Momomo by WJSN. 32 is Will You Go Out With Me by Daya. 31 is On the Road by Daya. 30 is Somehow by Daya. 29 is My Friend's Boyfriend by Daya.
What?
How
You like it better than
is On the
Somehow?
Road?
Well, dude.
On the Road
What?
and
Dude.
Will You Go Out? No, none
I
of these are
don't.
correct.
All right, so because I didn't like them in the first
How
place,
is the na part not the most annoying thing you've ever heard?
How is the music video not like the worst thing you've ever seen?
Well,
I don't
didn't
know.
even-
I don't know.
I didn't
Well,
even worry about
all
the
right. So
music
for the
videos.
Daya songs, I literally just listened to them once more because that's all I could subject myself to. So the Daya songs could be in a different order. That's what I'll say. 28 is La 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 by Wikimiki. 27 is Woo Woo by Daya. I'm warming up to the song. It's still like really doesn't blow me away.
Yeah.
So we'll see what I think of it in like a year or whatever, but yeah. 26 is Wonderland by Gugudan. 25 is Ice Shoe by Gugudan Ogu Ogu. 24 is I Wish by WJSN.
How dare you?
23 is I Don't Like Your Girlfriend by Wikimiki. 22 is Look by Daya BCHCS. 21 is Secret by WJSN.
How dare you put Kiss Me above Secret?
20 is Kiss Me by WJSN.
I like Kiss Me a lot.
How? It's
Yeah.
just a CF. How can you put a
Yeah,
CF
it's a really
over
good
of their
one.
best
It's a
singles?
good song.
It's a really
good
good
song.
I didn't put it above any of those, but I put it above Happy and I put it above Catch Me. And
Is this gonna be our Batman vs
Momomo.
Superman is a good movie
But-
of this podcast?
what is
Kiss Me is a good song.
No, I think I think Andrew's the outlier. I think most people like Kiss Me.
All right, so number 19 is Mr. Potter by Daya. That is the highest Daya song.
Why is
on the
Mr.
list.
Potter? I'm surprised of all the songs. Mr. Potter is like the highest.
Mr. Potter.
No, I like Mr. Potter.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's-
I love
like
it.
I said
Lucky,
before,
man.
it's the only Daya song I actually like.
I mean, the
like
thing
a
is,
lot. but-
I'd like Mr. Potter more if the verses were more interesting. But the only thing I like is the chorus and the the suspenders dance. That's it. That's the only iconic part of the song. The rest of it's just I don't remember.
Yeah. So number 18 is We by Pristine. 17 is Dreams Come True by WJSN. 16 is Happy by WJSN.
What the fuck?
So
How do you put the worst?
it's not the
Would you
worst.
say-
I
definitely
like
not
Black
the
Eyed Peas
worst.
song. I like
It's
Black Eyed
definitely
Peas song.
better than Momomo.
Okay, how do
You
you
know,
put,
it
like,
is.
one of
It
the
is
worst
literally
ones?
just a Twice song, but I like Twice songs. So like,
But then I don't like Would You Sonya doing a Twice song. I'm sorry. If I wanted Twice, I'd go to Twice.
all right. Number 15 is Machi by Unis, which is right. 14 is Strong by Ujimiki. I actually like this song a lot. Usually I don't like it when the song goes nowhere, but I think I didn't mind it in this song because I like the ooh, 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 ooh parts.
Yeah,
I thought that was really catchy. Number 13 is Black Widow by Pristine, which this might come as a surprise, but like all the songs above it are amazing. So it's
I was about to say that's super low compared to like Nate and I's list.
It's just circumstance.
Well, he hasn't said a single Chungha song. So.
I wonder what's coming up next.
You'll see what my lowest Chungha song
Be
is.
like 7.
Hey,
I'm not looking at your list, so I have no idea.
I'm looking
Okay,
at it.
so number 12 is Chokoko by Gugudan. Number 11 is Weak by Chungha, which is literally the lowest Chungha song I have.
how
in here.
dare you?
What do you mean? It's almost my top 10.
I was gonna say,
I love that
it's
song.
almost every Chungha song is in his top 10.
How is that the lowest one?
It's my lowest too.
Number 10 is We
It's way
Like by
lower.
Pristine, which I think is criminally underrated.
Well, this
Cooper,
just
I'm
'cause
gonna tell you to
Cooper-
shut up again.
Just 'cause Cooper complains about it all the time. I like it a lot, even though it's really low on mine. Like I said,
And
the top 30
The only
songs
time
are
I'd ever
10 out of
I'd-
10s.
the only time I'd ever willingly listen to We Like by Pristine is if I listen to like the fixed version on that somebody put up on SoundCloud. That's the only time I'd ever listen to it. Otherwise, yeah.
No,
miss me
that
with
is a
that.
crime.
Miss me with
That is a
that.
felony. You and Cooper are going to jail. K-pop jail.
Nah.
All right.
K-pop jail.
Number 9 is
Get
Wee
it
Woo
made
by
his top
Pristine.
10, so that's good. Wee Woo.
Wee Woo by
Nice.
Pristine is number 9. So I had to deliberate like for a long time between these two because I like them both just about equally. I'd say Wee Woo and
Yeah,
Like.
we
I
like
thought
and
they
Wee
were
Woo are
both
so
great.
close. Like,
And
Yeah.
number 8 is The Boots by Gugudan, which I know Nate likes this one the best, but for me the two other songs easily beat it
Yeah.
out.
yeah.
Number
I
7.
mean, it's close between all of them for me.
Yeah. Number 7 is Why Don't You Know by Chungha. So this is the lowest Chungha like title track. So yeah, I love this song. Originally, like Andrew said with the vocal range, I didn't really like it as much, but it like quickly grew on me, and I like
Yeah, it's
spammed
funny.
the crap out of that
It
song.
grew on you guys and it dropped
I mean,
for me.
No, I mean, I still liked it all the way. It's just definitely, and it's funny.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
I thought it just sounded weird at first, basically.
It's a problem that was remedied in later songs, but surprisingly, I didn't like those later songs as much as I liked Why Don't You Know.
It's the opposite for me because, yeah, I feel like it dropped a bunch because I think Love You is just a better version of it.
All right, so number 6, one of my favorites. A Girl Like Me by Gugudan. And this, like for the longest time, like nothing could beat this song as far as Gugudan was concerned.
One last year.
Until this next song came out, which is number 5, Semina by Gugudan Semina, which again, it's basically like Gugudan's version of TTS.
Yeah, it's
so
Gugudan
that instantly
TTS,
wins
so
me
of
over.
course you're gonna like it the most.
And the chorus is just so like it's repetitive, but it's so catchy. The Semina, Semina, oh,
No,
oh,
no,
oh. Super good, super good.
Yep.
And number 4 is Get It by Pristine V, which again, amazing. Another song that I just spammed the crap out of like as soon as it came out. I don't know if it's my favorite song of the year, but it's definitely in like top 5, top 10 for like easily. It's a fantastic song. Number 3 is Love You by Chungha, which again, showing my Chungha bias. This song I've been listening to, like it's still in my current rotation since it came out. So yeah, I'm definitely really digging this song. Number 2 is Deep Blue Eyes by Girls Next Door. Like another one. No, I really love this
It's
song.
number 4 for me. It's so good.
high.
I mean, it's kind of cheating though, because it's like it's Solgi, Moonbyul.
Yeah,
like,
I know. That's why I was just like,
Somi.
if I'm judging it like just based on like the Somi influence, because I mean, I love Moonbyul, I love Solgi, I love all of them. It's just,
but
I'm just basing it on what's the best songs, all right?
Yeah,
like
exactly,
this song
same.
like is so freaking good. Like it's honestly, it might be among like some of my favorite K-pop songs like of all time. Like it's really, really good. So yeah, number one. Yep, is Roller Coaster by Chungha. Andrew's going to K-pop jail because he put it in like way in the lower half of his list.
I put it at 20. Hey, it's in my top 20. Don't kill me.
It's number 6 for me. So
it's top 20.
It's my number 1 Chungha song.
I love Roller Coaster so much.
I think the reason why I don't like it so much is because I didn't like the wig. I think that's the only reason. That might be. I just whenever I think of that song, I just think of the wig's weird, but like
I don't even remember there being a wig.
Oh, and she has like a neon like bright ass like I don't know like orange color like wig or something. I was just
the glow in the dark part.
Yeah, like the neon wig or whatever. That's the only thing.
Either way,
I remember.
That's my my top 37 IOI branch songs.
Top 37.
Yep. All right. So. Yeah.
So Chungha is clearly your number 1.
Yes, Chungha is my number 1.
Gugudan.
I don't know if I could. Yeah, it's probably my top 3 is definitely
Pristine.
Chungha, Gugudan, Pristine, and then no idea from there.
I mean, there's only 3 more. So and Dai is clearly number 1.
Wiki
So do you like
Miki only has 2.
Uja anymore?
I think I like Wiki Miki more.
Because there's only 2.
I think I like Wiki Miki more, but like the like I have like some WJSN songs above them. It's just like they're like, and even on my list, Wiki Miki is ranked lower than most of the WJSN songs.
Yeah.
So like I guess objectively I like WJSN more, but I think Wiki Miki has more potential for me to like them more.
Yeah.
I guess. So that's I guess where I'll put it. And obviously Daya's at the bottom. Rip.
I feel that's the one thing I feel bad about doing this is it always feels like shit on Dayak topic.
Yeah, like I
IOI
don't want to, but
I know none of us
they're
want
forcing
to.
me into a corner.
Yeah.
But like just compare and like for me I like most of their music a lot actually, but comparatively it's my least favorite.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised. I'm surprised Nate just didn't like put
branches.
like one on like all 37 songs because he can't pick a he can't like rank them.
It'd be one all the way and then 37. My friends,
it's the only one that doesn't get 1. But definitely, if you're interested, you're welcome to put your own
post
rankings.
your lists. Yep, definitely.
Tell us why we're wrong, and we'll tell you why you're completely wrong.
Yep. Tell us why we're wrong, and I will fight you to the ends of the earth on why Get It is the best song.
You mean Roller Coaster?
You mean
Roller Coaster
Secret?
is number 6. Secret is number
It's like
18.
Dude, Secret.
It's in my top 20. Secret's like his 26th or whatever.
Secret's in my top 21.
21. Okay.
Oh my god, I can't believe you guys.
You mean Happy, the best
I like I Wish better than
song.
Secret. I Wish and Dreams Come True are better than Secret in my opinion.
Like Secret and then I
And
Wish
Happy.
it's like 1A, 1. Or, no, until
Kiss Me.
Wait,
Kiss
no.
Yeah,
Me.
Happy and Kiss Me.
That's like 72A and 72B.
Actually, technically, Kiss Me is right below Secret on my list.
If we get to that far, though, it's gonna be.
Oh, when we get to
like 100
next
songs.
year when we have 70 songs, it's gonna be great.
We're in trouble, but
Oh god.
Although, spoilers for future, we might not have a Somi group anymore, so that'll help
We'll get there.
alleviate some
Dude,
songs.
we'll get there.
Why so
We'll
many?
get
Yeah, we'll
there.
talk about it once we get more information. But that came out today. Okay. Topic 3. Basically shitty K-pop songs is the topic. Or annoying K-pop songs, maybe.
What they'd play in hell. All right.
Yeah, what K-pop songs would they play in hell?
The spoiler alert, we actually went the wrong order, but we'll
what?
just go with it because now we already said it.
Let's just go. Let's just go.
Because I saw the look on Andrew's face, he just like,
Oh, really? My bad.
I'm just trying to
All
find.
right, so we're going out of order, but this
Yeah,
this,
I'm just
this
like
is the third
panicking,
topic
trying to
now.
find an image of like flames or something, or like
I
hell.
was like, it was. Oh, my bad. I
It's
don't
okay.
know.
It's okay.
I didn't. Yeah, whatever.
All right, so I
right,
guess we
hell.
can start with Nate's songs.
Okay. Should I just go through all my songs?
Yeah, just go through.
Yeah,
just
I-
go through.
There's gonna
didn't
be
bring that
there's gonna
many,
be
so-
overlap, probably. So I'll just start with the one we talked about a bunch. Is My Friend's Boyfriend by Daebak made it on this list because the na 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 part is literally one of the most annoying things I've ever heard. It's so like just bad sounding. They like just potentially made it annoying sounding like.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like they're like, let's get the whole group to sing in their most annoying voice possible, and then we'll layer it as a group song, like group singing, and it's just terrifying. I have Pink Rocket by Dalshabet, which is I think their debut. If it's not their debut, it's like their second single. But
I didn't
it's
even
just
think
a really,
about that song.
huh? Yeah,
I didn't even think about that one.
it's not a good one. Gangsta Boy by FX.
Oh god,
is like
it's a good
bad.
song. It's a good
It's
song.
not.
Come on.
It's not. It's so bad. It's just. I don't know, what were they thinking? Like,
I forgot what we said. We were listening to it at Andrew's house, like during KCON. I remember.
yeah, we talked about it. Because Cooper was there and we were talking about FX stuff because he was listening.
Yeah,
Or he bought an
'cause
FX album.
It's funny how Cooper is probably a bigger FX fan than all of us are, considering he came into
Dude, he only
K-pop.
listened
he
to
became
their
an FX
discography,
stan
like,
after they died.
Yeah, after they died, basically.
Yep.
I mean, it's perfect because, like, the FX is probably in hell right now. You can see, at least in SM's eyes. So,
Yep. I have a song that if it isn't on Jacob's list, it should be. Like, you just forgot about it. "Gossip Girl" by Rainbow.
Yep. Yeah,
their
it's on my
debut
list.
song. It is very bad.
Why? They're the most underrated
girl
ever.
group. The most
But they have
underrated
the
girl
worst
group ever.
debut.
Has one of the worst debuts. Yes. Speaking of horrible girl group debuts, we have "Tilt My Head" by Girls' Day.
thank you
Also
for
on my
adding
list.
this. I thought you weren't going
Another
to.
very
Also on my
bad.
list.
It's very similar to
Dude,
Gossip Girl.
the
They both have the
music-
same issues.
The
and
music
the
video
music
is
video.
unwatchable.
It is
Like the frame rate is
literally-
it's like 3 frames per second or something. Like it's horrible.
And this, I mean, which is understandable for early YouTube, but man, it was like worse than like I don't know, like really bad like cat videos or whatever in terms of like frame rate.
Yeah. I have this is actually like recently found by me because I bought their discography and was listening to it, and I never listened to their debut album, but Big Boy, which is top solo on Big Bang's debut, is a very bad song.
I think
it is like super stereotypical, like trying to be like hardcore
Hip-hop.
gangster rap, and it's all auto-tuned, and it's just so bad.
Don't get me wrong, like I love Big Bang, but man, like a lot of that first album, I was just like, ooh,
Yeah, the first album is not great. GD's solo is
Taeyong's
good.
hair.
Isn't Dirty
Taeyong's
Cash on that
hair.
album? I like Dirty Cash. It's a good song.
Yeah, I think so. And then speaking of horrible Big Bang songs, we have "Lollipop" by 2NE1 and Big Bang.
It's not bad.
The
swear.
song that almost made me hate K-pop before I got into K-pop, because I heard this a year or two before I got into K-pop and was like, okay, well, this is complete and utter trash and I will never follow K-pop. And here I am 8 years later
Doing a
on the
podcast about
84th episode of a podcast about it. But that's because G changed my life like it should have. But "Lollipop" by 2NE1 and Big Bang, really bad. Really, really bad. The Shiny FX cover is way better. I don't know, Jacob doesn't agree. You don't agree?
Wait, which song is it?
"Lollipop" by Shiny and FX.
It's it's definitely the better Lollipop.
They're not actually covered. It's a different song, but
No, I know, but it's definitely the better Lollipop.
I'm just telling anyone who doesn't know these old groups that
yeah.
we're talking about. Yeah, that's my list. All those songs are songs I just utterly can't stand, and they're all songs that are in my discography or in my music library.
So yeah, it's like going to hell every 1,000 songs.
Yeah, basically.
Before we go on, I just like to sort of explain where this topic came from. Our friend Jose in the group chat was just like, I don't know, it's just, I forget exactly how it came up or whatever. We were just like talking about like in hell they'll like play all your favorite songs but just really poorly, and which made me think about, it's like, what K-pop songs would they play in hell? So I just sort of rolled with that idea, at least for my list. So I picked like thematically or just like funny stuff. I mean, obvious choices would be like Lucifer by Shiny, like that'd be his jam. Devil by Suju, another one of his jams. Friend of a
Forget about that song.
Another one of his jams. Just yeah, if you're a sorry bastard that's like sucker enough to be a resident of K-pop hell, all your favorite K-pop songs will be played on nothing but Rubber Chickens and Automaton.
Oh no! What's that guy's name again?
Yeah, Big Marvel.
Big Marvel.
It's just like it'll just ruin. That's your personal hell. Like, this is personal hell where they'll just ruin all of your favorite songs by playing them on just like Rubber Chickens.
But he's so good at it. It's not bad. It's easy to listen to.
But just like for the rest of eternity. I know this one's goes out to you guys. They'll play all Soshi songs, but there'll be nothing but the Japanese versions. Because
that would be hell. Chinese versions, Voodoo Sonyo, Japanese versions, like
that'd be heaven for me.
The wrong versions.
Like, sign me up.
Yeah, like twice SNSD Kara songs, but they're the Japanese versions.
Sign me up for all of that. That'd be my personal heaven right there.
Few things make me more angry when the Japanese version comes up on shuffle.
I know.
Few things make me more happy than
the
hearing the Japanese version.
When Jacob and I are trying to sing the Korean version, it's just not fair.
There's nothing stopping you from singing the Korean version.
No, but it throws you off. It's hard to sing a
it.
song when there's another song playing over it that sounds the exact same, but the words are different.
Speaking of like words are different with the same song, they'll never play "Bad Boy" by Red Velvet because Solgi knows how to make the devil cry. So
this
has just become a meme topic for
it is a meme topic.
I just picked all my like most annoying songs.
Me and Nate picked torture songs.
Obviously, the Fire by BTS will be played, and then also Fire by 21 will actually be played by 21 because the YG Dungeon is actually located in K-pop hell. That's why you never see them, because they get dragged to hell. Hot Summer by FX, but it's the original version by the Euro like the trashy group that did it. I'm sorry, I don't think they did the original version, but wow,
it's like they're like from some Latin American country, I think.
Like
Mexico,
no. It's
maybe.
like from like Germany or like.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
it was European.
I just call it Euro trash. I'm sorry. It's just so bad.
Basically,
it's just so bad compared to like the music video is so bad. Like they're just, I don't know. Like the members like have like weird choreography, and like their the guy backup dancer just looks so cringy. Like if that's the first time I ever heard, if that's the only thing I ever heard of like Hot Summer, I would have been like, this is a horrible song. And it's just funny because that's one of my favorite FX songs. And just like the last thing on my list would be 10 from NCT had a song called Devils, or he did like that's like the Devil's entrance music or whatever. It's like the Gregorian chanting and like the crazy like performance.
So good.
I think what was it for, like Hit the Stage or something like that? Yeah, like a special performance.
Like one of those shows. I don't remember the exact.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my list. I hope I don't go to hell.
All right, three of mine on my list are just horrible debuts. Two of which you already said. So
the two I've already said.
The first one I said was Twins by Super Junior.
Oh, Twins, yeah. That's one.
I can't deal with that song. Like, I think it's mostly the music video because I listened to it without the music video and it was kind of okay. But like if you watch that with the music video, the horrible like just the horrible sets, the horrible hair, like it's just cringy at that point.
I don't hate the song
I mean?
as much as you do, but I've never watched the music video, so I think that's why.
It's really bad. It's just like it's
they
back in that era
hair.
where yes, that's part of
I know
what
about the
ruins
anime
it.
hair.
And Hicho legitimately looks like a girl. Like not even like he literally does, because he's got like this curly like hairstyle where it like whoops. where it goes like this. It's just like ridiculous.
Like more feminine than like what I don't know, like what Shiny did with like their
Payment. Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait, yeah.
when he literally had he looked like a princess or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Or John
so number 2.
from 17.
Oh yeah. You literally just had the long hair.
Yeah.
So number 2 is Nate said I better have this on my list, and I did. Gossip Girl by Rainbow. That immediately came to my head, and I was like, no, this song, this song torments me because like I love Rainbow so much, but this debut is so bad.
It is.
Like it taints their library.
But
you know
every
what I mean?
comeback after that was solid. So
Yes, like that's the songs they play in heaven. So good.
that's the next
Like,
topic.
again,
What K-pop songs would they play in heaven? That's the next one.
Yeah.
G.
Yep, G on repeat. Anyways, yeah, even the fashion in the music video again, like it just looks bad, and
Yeah, it's old, but yeah. It was low budget. DSP put all their money into Kara.
Yep. So number 3 is another one that was on Nate's list, "Tilt My Head" by Girls' Day. Again, like the music video, I put a lot of emphasis in the music video, I guess, for this. So assume that there's a giant TV in hell where they can see the music video and how bad it is.
It's like a jumbotron.
It just play nonstop, like all times of
There's blimps
hour.
everywhere. There's
Just like,
blimps everywhere in the city.
No, what if
just
it's
with
literally
giant
all
TVs.
the walls are just screens?
And you just watch
surrounded.
the music videos nonstop.
That's all you can see.
Yeah, that definitely be hell. I mean, it's like an isolation, like the solitary confinement box, but it's not white. It's like it's screens instead of like white walls padded.
But seriously, with Tilt My Head, like watching the music video, even the song, like the song is horribly auto-tuned, and it's just like
Yeah.
I can't listen to this. It's just like
it's one of the few songs I have to skip in my if I just shuffle all my music. There aren't very many K-pop songs I'll skip every time, but the ones I listed are.
So you skip them like immediately.
Yes.
But really, the music video is like unwatchable for me. Like the frame rate, like actually like hurts my eyes to watch in the beginning. Like it's like literally like 4 or 5 FPS or something, and then it goes up to like 11.
I haven't seen the music video in probably like 5 or 6 years, so
Just don't bother with it. It's horrible.
I know. I just know they have the like weird colored wig things that look like plastic or whatever. It's like
Yeah, I
weird.
don't know what they were thinking.
They'll force you to wear that, and you have to. That's the only thing you can learn the choreography to in K-pop. You just said that. Then you're like, how?
Tilt My Head, and you have to wear the wigs.
Like how they have like different layer, like Dante's Inferno. They have different tiers of hell or whatever. There's one just tier where like you have to do that choreography and wear that outfit like for the rest of eternity.
Oh God, what do you have to do in your life to subject yourself to such torture? Anyways, number 4 is this one might be a surprise because the song's decent, but there's an English line in it that just makes it awful. It's TVXQ's Purple Line, and there's a point in it where Yuchun says, "I really want to touch myself," and it's a prominent part of the song, and I'm just like, that's all I can think of when I hear this song is, "I really want to touch myself." Like it's just so horrible.
So would the personal hell incarnation of that be like it's just you're stuck in a
10-hour loop.
No, you're just stuck in a room with him and he's just
He's just singing that verse over and over. Like, no, Yuchun, shut up. You shouldn't do this. Also, speaking of this, I recommend looking at bad K-pop lines, and Yuchun shows up a lot. Like, there's this like
embarrassing
song
lines.
he has a solo, and it's like it's there's a rap that's in English and it makes 0 sense. Like it's completely like it doesn't make sense at all.
It's just not grammatically correct.
No, like it's just random words.
It's like English
awesome.
type sort of thing. Like it's just like
it's
unintelligible. Oh, that's awkward.
All right, so the next 2 songs, I like them. However, if you play them on repeat, they'll get really annoying. So the first one is "Clap Your Hands" by 21. Which I know Andrew might be triggered, but
I mean, like I said, the 21 is basically already in hell, so why not just play it there anyway?
Yeah. Like, well, clap your hands. Like, I like the song. Like, I can listen to it once. But if you play it like more than 3 times, I'll have to jump out of the car. Like, I can't do it.
No, that's how you.
Like
that's how you summon like that's how you. If you play it 3 straight times, that's how you summon like YG or whatever. It's like, am I adding another person to the? Am I adding another person to the YG dungeon?
Satan himself.
Yeah, YG.
Satan of K-pop.
He just walks out. Yep.
All right.
He's gonna be like the guy at the. It's gonna look like the guy at the end of freaking the whaling, just like the horns and everything.
Oh god. Yeah, it's just YG with the with
No,
that
has
oh
to.
god.
That has to be our. That has to be like our. That guy has to be in our thumbnail.
Yeah. So number 6 is this might also be a surprise. Like, it's a really good song, but like, again, if you play it on repeat, you're gonna die. Which is "Breathe" by Miss A.
Nope. I could listen to that song on repeat.
Dude,
for
no,
the rest
no
of my
way.
life.
The chorus, like, would just kill me. You know, like
I love that song.
like, I feel like if I was in a room and someone was just playing that out the door, I would literally go out and just kick them.
Well, I
Like,
have
stop playing this over and over.
I have proof that "I Don't Need a Man" is not one of those songs because I literally listened to it like 30 times in a row at the signing.
And now you know all the words.
Yep.
All right, so that's the extent of my list.
So that was fun.
That was fun. We definitely need to do K-pop heaven.
Put your songs that you hate a ton in.
Yeah, what songs?
Below.
What songs would be a part of your personal K-pop?
Would they play
K-pop
in your
hell?
own hell?
All right, and
All right.
next topic.
Topic
Right?
4.
Yep.
Andrew, take the lead.
All right, we haven't done a like.
Gossip.
Yeah, I'd say these are gossip topics definitely.
This isn't really gossip though. It happened. It's like it's real.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
a gossip
but it's
topic.
still like
just news.
tabloid news. So.
But yeah, it's tabloid news. It's
Yeah, it's
news, but
definitely.
it's tabloid news.
Yeah, we're pulling a TMZ. So a couple weeks ago, we kind of touched on it about the about Hyuna and Idon sort of breaking the news that they've been dating for the past 2 years. That in itself was a huge saga where basically there was a bunch of like conflicting informations, like, oh, Cube's denying it, or like, oh, they're not doing it, or oh, I don't know, and then all of a sudden, yeah, they end up confirming it. So I wanted to just go over sort of like the, I guess, timeline of events, or like just sort of the talking points in such a way, because it's a really stupid situation as of late. So yeah, once it sort of broke that Hyun and Idon were dating, well, I mean, just first of all, they sort of, I guess, maybe they got more high profile around each other because Idon and Hyuna are 2/3 of Triple H, the other member being Lee. So they did music together. They were obviously spotted together a lot, and obviously Hyuna being Hyuna, obviously she has to have very, 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 very intimate and, I don't know, mildly sexual like no, yeah, very just like provocative music videos concerning the two members, Hui and Idon. So maybe there was a bit of speculation at first, but just from what I heard, her statement was like, oh, these are like my kids, and like that's how she thought of Pentagon and everything. And I'm just like, okay, maybe I can understand because they're a bit younger than her. So I mean, was it surprising to you guys when we first heard the news, or no?
I was a little shocked, but like after thinking about it, I was like, it's not that big. It's not that big of news to me.
I just assumed Hyuna was dating someone.
Someone that some lucky bastard had to have been dating her.
The relationship with like Pentagon, because I don't really follow Pentagon that much. So like, it didn't really surprise me. It's like, that makes sense. Someone that she's working with and in the company with is probably way easier to secretly date than someone from outside.
Yeah.
I was shocked that she'd be dating a trainee though. Like, that's just crazy to me.
The thing that it's been going on for 2 years was a little bit more surprising.
Yeah.
Because that was pre-troublemaker, or not troublemaker, Triple H 1.
Yeah.
Like, how the heck does trainee Idon lay the moves on Hyuna? Like, what?
He didn't lay any moves.
Yeah, it's probably the other way around.
You're kidding me? Hyuna wears the pants in that relationship 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess the sort of like main talking points we wanted to cover with this is obviously this news broke a while ago, but there's just been a lot of developments in regards to Edon's basically been a ghost, where Japanese promotions where all of Pentagon was supposed to go, he wasn't there. KCON LA, they all landed except for Edon and another member, Yanan, who was another member, but I believe he wasn't at KCON not because of like controversy, but I think he was like doing the Chinese drama, or like he had other scheduled activities.
Yeah,
at the time,
he wasn't at KCON New York either. So that had nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Edon was at KCON.
No, Yanan. Not Edon. Edon was at KCON New York.
So it's like, wait, what?
I believe Edon ended up flying separately, but he was in LA, and so was Hyuna for some reason. I think she was doing like a magazine like photo shoot or whatever, because that's what Hyuna does. And I mean, I guess it's just it was just an excuse, like, hey, I'll be with the Bae at the same time. So, yeah, that happens. I don't think Hyuna showed up at KCON to my knowledge, but Edon was there, but he was in the crowd.
He wasn't planned to, so I doubt it.
Wait, he was only in the crowd?
He was in the crowd of that's from what I've heard. He was in the crowd of KCON LA. Like, damn, like how hard must that be? Like, where like all this news breaks and you can't even perform.
Group.
Yeah, you can't even perform with your group. Like, what the hell is that nonsense?
Especially because like they should have just let him perform, because
all the American
in the
fans
US,
don't
nobody
care.
cares.
Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody's like all up in arms. Yeah, I'd say like the reason why he's getting canceled,
but then it's gonna get shown on Korean television.
Yeah,
so that's
which would anger people. But yeah, the reason why there's a lot of controversy regarding the relationship is, well, because a lot of K-pop fans and maybe K-netizens are just kind of unreasonable when it comes to idol relationships, in such a way that a lot of fan sites of his have been closing down. A lot of them have just, I don't know. I don't know if it's affecting sales or not, but they haven't released anything in recent time. Released anything new recently. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, just they've been canceling a lot of like fan engagements, like with Triple H. Fan sites are closing down because the fan sites are just basically saying they're trying to be as vague as possible. It's like, oh, it's just, I don't know, they're too busy, or like they don't want to specifically say they don't want to support Edon anymore because he's dating Hyuna. So I mean,
yeah,
again, it's something we touched on a bit, but yeah, we can elaborate on it more.
Well, the like Aubrey in our Facebook chat, she was showing some stuff that like some Korean like fans were saying, like their reasoning for being angry, and I don't know, I still just feel like they're all bullshit. Like it's just like they say that they're mad because he didn't tell them. Like why would he say anything? Because you're gonna get up in arms like this anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'd hide it until the day I die if I could. Like if I was dating Hyuna and I was a big idol like that. You know what I mean?
Because it's not just like the female fans that'll go after. Like if you're in Edon's position, it's like, yo, the dudes are gonna be like, yo, how the hell did I'm jealous of him. He gets to fucking date Hyuna. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but I mean, the male it's not Hyuna's fans don't care at all, even in Korea.
Yeah,
like,
they're fine with it
because she's old enough. Like her fans, like are older too. They don't.
Yeah,
they understand
I'd hope so.
that they're human beings, but Pentagon fans are mostly little kids that
middle school
little
girls.
kids, but middle preteen and teen girls that just cherish them and think they're their world, and they don't think of them as actual people that deserve happiness in relationships. They think of them as objects that they worship.
Another interesting sort of aspect to this is, like, it's sort of just just like a popular thing where, like, a lot of people feel like male K-pop idols get away with a lot more than, like, female K-pop idols do. But, again, it's an interesting situation where, basically, because Hyuna has a lot of pull in Cube, which is why I don't think she'll be affected in such a way, whereas Edon is kind of just another cog in the machine, which is why they're trying to hide him, because it's definitely going to eat in their sales. That's no doubt about it. Basically, their next comeback is it's probably going to struggle financially, because I feel like
my fear is that Edon won't be there. Like I really don't want them to kick him out of the group.
I don't want,
because if they do, he can only really be a producer at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, which would suck. And I mean, like, we have our problems with like his voice or whatever, but to take him out of Pentagon, like that'd be stupid.
Yeah. As much as I like don't enjoy like his singing style or anything, like I don't want anything like this to ever happen. Like I think he was a really important member of Pentagon.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, doesn't he write like half their lyrics?
Yeah.
He's a
like, huge part of that group.
He produces most of it. And he's definitely the most iconic member. As well. Yeah. I feel like so. Yeah, taking him out would be a pretty big loss. Although, unfortunately, at this point, it might be a gain. But like we'll see. All this, it definitely would have been a huge loss if they had to take him out.
Yeah, definitely. But I feel like if it was any other two trainees, I don't think they would have let it like go on publicly like this, because again it just
no, definitely,
because again we had that situation where Hui and Sujin
them.
Well, no, didn't Cube deny it at first, and then Hyuna and Edon were like, nah, it's true.
Well, I'm talking about Cube denied everything,
and I'm talking about Hui and Sujin from
from
they made
G-Idol.
them, apparently they made them break up because again they're just new group and obviously not as popular. Whereas I feel like Hyuna has like I said, Hyuna has a lot of leverage. So
Hyuna's at the point where she can do whatever she wants.
Here's the thing: Pentagon and Hyuna are both decently like established already, but G-Idol literally just debuted. They really can't afford to have like drama like that already like forming. You know what I mean? So I think that Cube actually handled the Sujin and Hui swiftly and efficiently.
But I feel like this is
Hyuna and Edon's a mess.
Yeah, this is a nightmare because like I mean what are you gonna are they just gonna hide Edon the rest of like his life basically, or until he breaks up with Hyuna? Are they just not gonna give him music? Like it's it's a slippery slope where basically, okay, he won't do with stuff with the group. He won't go overseas. He won't do at what point is he allowed to actually participate as a member of Pentagon, or is it for him? Honestly, I don't know.
I think really is we'll just see I guess how they handle it going forward.
Yeah.
Really, I just want to see the Korean fans are just like, I don't know, see the idols more as people rather than just idols, you know what I mean? But I guess again that's a given with idol culture, but
it's sort of
because for me I see them as artists rather than just slave performers.
But I mean that's not just Korea. I feel like
it's everywhere with idol culture.
Girl groups in America like
One Direction. Like their early days, if they were dating someone,
I believe
all
somebody
the fangirls would have murdered people.
Hold on, somebody from One Direction was dating somebody from Little Mix. Oh yeah, so Zayn Malik, who actually left. He was the first to leave One Direction.
The first one to leave. Yeah,
he was dating Perry Edwards from Little Mix, and she got a lot of hate. Little Mix again is just sort of like the female equivalent to One Direction, or just like the closest we'll get to like a female like non-K-pop idol group sort of thing. So
isn't Little Mix a little older though? Like they seem, I don't know, they're like whole aesthetic. They look kind of old, but
the idols are obviously like in their 20s and whatever, or like they're like late teens during the peak of their popularity. But again, a lot of their fans were just like 13, 14, like very young. And she got she get like, I heard she get like death threats. There's like, oh, you're fat, you're not good enough. Like there was a lot of hate like levied towards them over that. And
it's so funny because like there's a lot of people that say like there's so much misogyny among men, but then like when you look at idol culture, it's always women who are flaming women. You know what I mean? It's just I don't get it.
It's stupid, but I mean, it's just like all logic.
Like hate of any kind. I mean, I'm not trying to point fingers to be clear.
I think at this point, just like the people that are like this, just like all logic and reasoning goes out the window. It's just because it's irrational. It's literally the definition of rational, where this person you don't
sensational.
This person you don't know, that you don't like, you only. They're literally just like a celebrity or whatever. You're getting irrationally angry that they're dating someone. So,
I mean, it's just I feel like it's. I mean, they're mature. They're young. They've grown up in the internet culture where everyone
is
just
a norm.
you have the anonymity to just insult and
say whatever
hate
you
people
want
and say whatever you want with no ramifications of it.
Yeah.
So like that stuff just combined where they're just worshiping these people and don't see them as actual people.
Yeah.
And I mean,
we just don't get that with the international fans because the international fandom is for K-pop is older.
And
part,
hopefully more
other than
more
like BTS,
accepting. Yeah.
other than like ARMY, but like for the most part,
that's the thing I'm afraid of. Like again, with the growing popularity of K-pop, let's see. Imagine if I don't know, like somebody like RM starts dating a girl. Like how I don't. It'll be interesting to see how like international fans react because then there's a lot of people that there's a lot of people that are joining the K-pop like ecosystem and like they're joining the fandom and or whatever, and we like they're that normally otherwise wouldn't be. So like we don't know how they'll sort of react to this. It'll be that's when I'm gonna be scared is when like if people are gonna be like that here in America. And I mean again, it's not just the Korean thing. Again, like we've mentioned before, it happened with like One Direction and Little Mix, and also again there was that famous incident where when AKB48 member was caught dating and she like had to shave her head out of shame because like dating is like so forbidden and everything. And it's funny because actually,
God forbid somebody gets happiness. Like, Jesus Christ,
so dumb.
They're selling the idea that
they're your boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yeah, basically, like it's rough. It's really rough, but it's.
I don't know. I just think it's so strange. Like sure, I would love it if Sunmi was my girlfriend, but like I'm not gonna get like pissed off if she starts dating somebody.
Yeah,
like,
but you're not mentally
12.
Yeah, that's the thing.
No, not
it's
mentally ill. You're not you don't have the mentality of a 12-year-old.
Yeah, whereas
it's just
you're an adult that has.
I feel like even when I was
reasoning.
12, I didn't think that way. It was just.
Well, yeah, but you weren't fangirling over.
Yeah, that's the thing because
groups. It's just a different type of person that's doing this stuff.
Yeah, because I mean, if you
so.
The good and the bad comes with like a lot of this like crazy dedication or whatever. Like the people that are like losing their shit at concerts and everything. Like, oh, I love you, and or like giving all this. Love is just in general, love is a very dangerous emotion. Just as it makes you do really stupid shit. Like, or at least the thought of loving someone to the point where you think that they like you're the only one that's allowed to be with them and that sort of thing. Like, it makes people do like really like dangerous and stupid things. So, like obviously it's nothing new when it comes to just I guess humanity in general. But yeah, it's definitely something that gets taken to an extreme just because. Like I'd say that it's something that's inherent to like the craziness and like the dedication that just comes with K-pop. Like it's hard to avoid, unfortunately.
Yeah, like you said, it's literally the business. Like they're selling these people as your ideal boyfriend or girlfriend, and then people take it too literally.
Yeah.
But
and which would be like I can't imagine if like an idol just married like a regular human, like a regular person or whatever. Oh my god, I would
while they were
a regular person.
Yeah,
a regular person.
like a person that's not like in the industry.
Not someone in the industry.
Like Sonya did that. Her husband's from Canada.
Yeah,
but I mean,
but
I feel
he means like someone that's.
Like currently promoting.
That's just like currently active and not at the like a mature enough age that marrying is obvious. Like, at that point, Wonder Girls like was established.
Yeah, they're already pretty much done.
Enough,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I think pretty sure Yang
someone from
Ji-won
Twice
said,
right now married just a random dude. Like,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the one situation where I think like fanboys would flip it. Like they're probably like they try to like organize like fucking like assassinations or something like that. Because like again like. Like it's just that hype, or of like the hype is just that off the charts that we'd get dangerous stuff like that.
I'm pretty sure that Yang Ji-won said that her boyfriend's not in the like she like he's a civilian, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
He's a pleb.
Because that came out recently around the same time. That Ji-won's been dating someone for around 2 years, I think.
I mean,
but she's 30.
Oh so which is fine. I mean that's. you're supposed to find.
Because disbanded. Like,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Just, I mean, she's in Unity now. But,
she is in Unity, so we'll see. I guess.
Yeah, but
I hope
they only
she
have
just
one,
has
they
like
only
a
have one more
steady.
comeback, so
I hope she just has like a
matter.
steady solo career that she can just make money off of and not have too much spotlight, so she can still be out in public and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I guess just to sort of wrap this up again, we'll see what happens with Cube, and I just hope that.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of feel like there's sort of just been like a counter like movement to just like tell like K-Nets just leave them the fuck alone. Like I remember there's something like I think like Jesse and like an Instagram live or whatever is just like like sort of like affirming the relationship or just like telling people like to leave them alone or whatever. So I feel like, and I'm sure a lot of idols are just on the same page where they just want to just like, if they see somebody going through, they're just like, like, leave them alone. They're still, it's not gonna, hopefully they won't distract from their like activities or whatever. But I mean, at the age a lot of these people are. Honestly,
speaking of like idols opinions on it, like I'd like to see like maybe what Heechul would think, because he's one who's like sort of the front lines of like stop being so crazy, I guess, as far as fans go. Well, because like they had all the Sasang fans and stuff, and this is almost borderline like that. Like maybe they're not going out and physically doing things, but like they're taking ownership over somebody that they've never even met,
which is creepy.
Or at least they've
super creepy.
Or at least they've met like once or twice at fan signs or something. That's it. Like they don't know you. It's just, I don't know. It's crazy to me. So I guess that's.
Yeah, and I hope it's a trend that goes away. But honestly, again, it just K-pop gets reinfused with just a new generation over and over and over again. So it just everyone just keeps making the same mistakes just because of immaturity and youth and that sort of thing. Nate, did you want to add anything else to this?
No, I think we covered pretty much everything I wanted to say.
All right, just please, even if you're like the biggest like Hyuna or like Pentagon or Edon fan, like never act like this, please. Like K-pop's enough of an embarrassing sort of thing to deal with as at least as American fans. Like please don't make us look even worse. I beg of you.
All right, well, that's everything. So thanks for joining us. Join our Discord. It's Mucho Lit. Facebook as well.
I forgot to say that at the beginning of the episode.
So yeah, stick with us. Thank you, and goodbye.
Annyeong.
Oh wait, do we have anything upcoming?
Well, I don't think my Red Velvet stuff's ever gonna come. So
Mine should be here eventually, but yeah.
Dude, I still don't think Yes Asia has shipped it or Choice Music. So rip me.
I think mine's in America. It's just not here. I could check, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that on camera.
For the next week or so, when this goes up, we already have Produce Cast episode 3 up. We will be doing Produce Cast episode 4 sometime over the next week and a half or so. We'll also be doing the next episode of DaebakCast.
I'll be here tomorrow.
The next episode of DaebakCast will actually be a Luna special with our friend Cooper, who we're gonna do a reaction to.
Who we've told to shut up several times. On the show.
we either tell him to shut up or he just shows up on our show when it's at my house. So yeah, we're gonna do a special Luna episode for that. So keep on the lookout for that. Nothing with Card, obviously. In terms of concerts, I've got a clear slate up until Hyako basically. So I'll definitely continue to live tweet them as much as I can, but I'd say that covers our slate for the next couple of weeks. Take us out, Jacob. Just say goodbye.
Pregnant pause.
Right from the get-go, like on your first listen, it's not quite as like catchy and like popular pop sounding, but then the more you listen to it, just the banana banana nana just gets like stuck in your head, and that's all you can hear in your head for like the whole day. It's actually ridiculous.